Power Network TV, very excited to be bringing you the Kelloggs today, who won a big contest last week in my Catapult program. First of all, welcome here, Sandra, Susan, and Paul. Thanks for jumping on this quick call with me. Love that you guys are here. They have been lighting it up in the Catapult program. You guys, at end of day tomorrow, you're 3 weeks in. And how big is your Facebook group?
573 people as of this moment.
Okay.
74 now.
Okay, so 1 year ago when I started, after 3 weeks, I was about, at this time, roughly 80, 85. By end of the third week, I was about maybe 90 or 100 people, and you guys are going to hit 600. That's okay. So first of all, how's Catapult going, Sandra?
Mm. Oh, awesome. I love it. I mean, there's so many factors to it, right? There's the accountability, there's the personal development side of things, which I'm experiencing a whole lot of myself. Just to me, it's like there's only so much you can learn. You have to start doing and implementing. So it really starts to fuse into growth. And that's what I feel like I've been doing. And then, the success of it and all, and the teamwork and the camaraderie of all of the other people in it is really fun.
And Susan, what's most shocked you about Catapult? I know because you're still getting into it. Paul
Yes.
jumped in, Sandra jumped in, and now, so what are you experiencing on your end as a newcomer?
Well, mostly it's the feeling of the energy because, again, I have done other things like this and I know it's an incredible learning curve. You can't push it, but I just watched Sandra and Paul and the enthusiasm that they have for this, their excitement level, their joy, their collaboration. And then they'll bring me up to date because I'm doing some projects that involve some, full-time efforts in the education field. So I'm kind of on hold a little bit until I jump in and get to the nitty gritty of it. But the joy of it, that's really what I sense the most.
Paul, when I met you 9 months ago, ish, almost, did you ever visualize yourself being here?
Not this way. I knew that there was, when I jumped in, it was in the academy, and so I knew that having presence online was the way to go. And so the academy was an opportunity to have all those different sessions to the group. And at that time, when I got in, it was what 1800s now, closing in on 7,000, and so that was my thought process. I'm gonna get involved in it this way. And I don't think when I got involved, you even knew what Catapult was going to be, right? And then you start coming up with this idea, and you were telling all of us, we're going to do this, we're going to do that, okay, great. I actually still don't quite know what that is, except for that you told me, in 3 months you'll build your own Facebook group to 1,000 people, and if you want to do it for a year, it's going to be 3,000 people. I said, okay, great. I want to join that. I want to become a part of that membership, and it was terrific. And as I said to you and to our teammates and to Sandra, even some of the people I've been interviewing, this is blowing my mind. I had no idea that in 3 weeks I would be connecting in with close to 600 people,
Mm.
most of them that I don't know. Yet they want to know me. They want to be a part of what it is that we're expressing. And the people that I've interviewed, so I've done probably, I don't know, 15, 16, 17 interviews now, extraordinary. It's opening up my mind, Amos, to a whole new awareness and acceptance that there are hundreds and thousands and tens of thousands of people that want to help other people. And so to give them, first of all, in our group, a forum and a voice to be able to do that and to espouse what they're doing, this community feeling is just exceptional. And I told the team today in our mastermind class with the other six Catapult teammates, I'm starting to feel even more connected to my own guidance. My own spirit is expanding. I'm
Mm.
getting new insights on how to connect with people because I've stepped up into being of service like that.
Mhm.
So it's just my own personal growth, like Sandra said, the ability to help other people get what they want helps me get what I want. I mean, it's just beautiful. When I call Susan up, I said, Susan, we did this today. We did that today. Well, you got to go watch this interview. He says, slow down, Paul. I'm still getting in there. And I said, well, I'm coming back from Greenville this week, and we're going to have a whole week to just relax and explore videos and so on. So the teamwork here with the three of us is phenomenal.
Sandra, I remember when we talked, you told me that you've been asking for more audience. And when I told you, I said, well, the easiest way to blow up your business online, there's no better way than creating your own niche-based Facebook group. So you got a warm audience that down the road you could market to and create all these connections with. Did you think it would happen this fast?
No, I'm one of those where I kind of didn't have any expectations. I was going in there but just knowing the possibility. I had no anticipation of how easily it could be done like that. And I even had somebody ask me, did you take over somebody else's group because of how many it had already? So yeah, no, that I definitely, it's a surprise, and it's a fun surprise. It's cool to see it grow, and it's cool to have I think Paul mentioned, the opportunity to connect with so many other people so quickly, like people I don't know, to be able to go like, oh, I can talk to you and interview you and connect with you, and you can make an impact. You can express yourself as well. It's I like it. I love the system.
So, Susan, you've been in this work for a very long time in personal development, spirituality, teaching as a profession. Where is your mind starting to go with where this can go? Because at this rate, you guys will be over 10,000 by end of the year in terms of your own Facebook group. So yeah. What is your mind, your imagination? Where is your heart starting to visualize that because you're a visionary. So where are you starting to see this can go for yourself?
Well, I've always felt that there was something that I belonged to, a big, big, big picture on planet Earth. As a kid, I used to think about interviewing people, talking in the United Nations, people all around the world. The international world was my world. My father was an international diplomat through music. And so that's always been in my DNA. But coming from as a sensitive soul, I could not see myself doing that. I had to see something bigger and know that I was connected to something bigger with people in order to fulfill that kind of vision that I had. I was sick a lot. I was ill. I wasn't someone who was going to be on camera talking to people or having them to connect to me. But yet, with that kind of a desire, it really fueled me to change my life and to recreate it. And this is very much a part of it. I took training earlier, like maybe 10 years ago, but it wasn't to the level where I knew how to implement it. And I didn't have the backup at the time that I feel this Catapult does, and that mentoring that goes on and helps people to help people. I see that. And so it's the idea that there could be this many people I can connect to in an authentic way, and that I can share the tools that have changed my life and help people share their tools that changed their life, and have a voice and a music that reaches around the world. That is astounding to me. That fuels me, and it makes me hopeful. So those are the things I felt. I've had many highs in my life. I've had many lows. So there's not very many places I haven't been in my life, or people I know I could connect to. But I want to help people to feel the same way, that they have a very unique opportunity to be unlimited and empowered to do the things they came to do. And that's what makes me feel inspired and uplifted every day when I do that. And I see, my family members here that are absolutely on fire and in joyful fire, and doing such good work.
Wow. Paul, let's go to the family dynamic, because there's a lot of interweaving going on, Paul. 50 years, speaking, radio, TV, the way showers, inner peace movement background, to everything, your whole story, losing your father at a young age, learning to gain your own voice, meeting Susan, marrying, having all the kids, the story of your young boy, that you had this bonding moment when he was X number of months going up the upstairs, look back at you, right? Everything you guys have been through, woven, and now as a unit, a family, you're stepping into accomplishing a mission. And I'd like you to speak to that mission that you're sensing, you're feeling. It's the amalgamation of everything coming full circle.
Yeah, wow. Wow, I have been telling people that I ask great questions in my interview, and one lady said, "That's an epic question." And so I'll say, "Wow, Amos, that's an epic question." It's really beautiful because yeah, I grew up like Susan with a sense there was more to my life than what is just in the physical sense. And at a very young age, when I was 18, after my father passed on, I went to a youth camp and a summer retreat. And the next year, gave my first lecture to two little old ladies with white hair that, backed me up in my work and, and so on. And it just took off from there. And Susan and I met through all that. And we've been married for 47 years. Sandra used to go on radio shows. She and her sister, we take them to interviews, and there was one particular newspaper article where we do kind of this fair, and everybody's doing little mini readings for people, and the kids all wanted to do them, so they each got a table and set them up, and one of them created her own tarot card reading with a deck of regular cards, and Sandra was drawing something, and 9-year-old Catherine was doing something. They put us in the newspaper, the Des Moines Register, because we were a family sharing together and communicating together. So that spirituality part is what's connected us. And it's been a dream. Susan and I have done a lot of things together. We toured in Australia, New Zealand together, in the UK and Ireland. And Sandra grew up in this kind of general work. And so now to be able to share it at a greater level, at a higher reach level, like your thing of let's have a mic, a stage, and an audience. Well, to have all that connected together and to be able to share what we are doing, but even more importantly, to connect together to help people do their work, spiritual work. And that could come directly through our association with the Way Shows College. But I'm also seeing that when I put somebody's video up on YouTube, that's our Empowered Soul Network YouTube channel, and they see their video, I'm getting so many people say, "Thank you so much for helping. This is now helping me have hope that I can have an outlet to express myself. You're showing me that it's, but just like Susan said, the hope and the energy, and to collaborate together on that. Sandra has a unique interviewing style, and the people that she's interviewing are perfect for what she's doing. And me too. There are people that Susan is going to need to connect with that I won't have as much affinity with. So the power of the connection and to be able to share it as a family and create that legacy is very potent for me. It's a dream come true. Makes me teary.
Well, congratulations to the Kellogg's for winning last week, actually first place in the growth week by week. You've exceeded my expectations, and all of the group, the first 8 in the cohort, you guys are all out of the gate faster than I was, or way faster than I was. You guys, yeah. So thank you for showing up and backing. Thanks for believing in ENTV. Thanks for believing in the Catapult program.
I mean,
And Amos, I gotta tell you, Amos, and that is that the energy in the Catapult program, and you see it on first dates and so on. People feel this connection. They feel this hope that there's other people that feel like they do or think like they do, and they want to belong to that. So the Catapult team, the mastermind, what I'm learning from Jenny and what I'm learning from Andrew and so on. It is a beautiful masterminding kind of thing that everybody elevates together. And you don't find that very often in teamwork and marketing and all of that. So, anybody that's interested in wanting to learn more about this, boy, I'd suggest you figure it out, find out how to connect, because we've been doing this work for a long time in our work, and I'm a flag bearer for what you're doing, Amos.
I was just going to say too that it is a testament to you and what you've put together. I know for me, it was a daunting thing. Just the whole idea of where do I go with, there's so many options. There's so many things that you can do to get your word out there, to try to connect with people. And it feels daunting to do that alone. So to have some direction, and have some direction in a way that feels like such a service at the same time as, like growing a business for myself, is a cool thing. So I appreciate being involved as well.
Can I say one more thing? Just the legacy that we see as a family. We've got granddaughters. Mm-hmm. They are so sharp. They're ready to jump in and interview people, and they will. Oh yeah, they're all ready. So, I'm in the education field. So families are tremendously important to me. And that is what this whole energy of a community is all about. That community of a world, that everyone is inclusive and is important and has value. So to me, that's the value of this.
Well, congratulations, Kellogg's. If you have not checked out their Facebook group yet, Empowered Soul Network, I will be putting the link above ENTV. If you want a place that this is the vibe you'd be getting in their group, check them out. They're part of the Catapult program. Thank you, Sandra. Thank you, Susan. Thank you, Paul, for showing up as you always do. I love and appreciate you guys. We'll chat soon.
Thank you, Amos.
Love you, both.